I romanticized everything. I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna move out and everything's gonna be fine. Even my anxiety is gonna go away, but it didn't, of course. So it was like a combination of two.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it,
My actual decision, of course, it wasn't like because I had anxiety, but I'm just saying like in general, like you romanticize everything, like the school, the
mm,
life, like oh my problems are going to stay in Greece, and I'm gonna I'm gonna fly out of Greece, and that would be fun, and that would be it.
yeah, fair enough. Fair. Yeah, I can relate to that in certain aspects of it. Although I was quite lucky. Yeah, I was aware that it's gonna be tough. Then again, when you live in it, you realize that tough actually does mean tough. Like, oh, you have that moment of like, right, okay, buckle up, I guess. Let's go. This is what we're told. This is what it feels like. Let's go. Um, okay, I mean,
And
first of all, well done you, man. Just going out there into the world by yourself, and I take my hat off to everyone who does that because it's not an easy thing to do, and it's a lot of fun, but it's also it comes with risks. And in
of
your
course, and I
case,
mean, we're rolling the dice here, and the risk is big. Especially, I don't, I don't, it's not like a competition, but especially, for us, for people that, like we're moving out of, our home
yeah.
and away from our families and friends.
Hmm.
For us, it's a little bit, the risk. I think it's a little bit bigger, and sometimes, like that risk, can eat you up.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not gonna lie. Like the difficult element is learning how to navigate this space where you're kind of you live in a different country, but all your friends and family are back home, and you have your responsibilities towards them, but they change. And like I know in my case, like it took some serious like afterwards when I went out, I was like, poof, I'm gone, thank you, I'm gonna find my people, I'm gonna find my friends, it'll be amazing. And it was mostly that, but then life happens and you have to really reconsider what you expected from yourself and from your family. Now considering having this massive distance between you, suddenly you can't turn up for them when they need you necessarily, and they can't turn up for you when you need them.
Of course,
And
that's a little bit, harsh sometimes.
yeah,
That's the
that's
thing.
a bit of a
And
mindset.
also that's a little bit scary. Sometimes when people ask me, how things, are, there.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like the first 6 months, it's the big, it's the biggest and the hardest process, of doing that thing, because you're away, and if you just got the flu, you
Mm.
have to go to the pharmacy and take whatever you need. Your mom isn't there.
No, absolutely. Like, there's no. I mean, over time, you build up your own, connections here, and you sort of build up your own little tribe, and they help you, and you help them. So that doesn't change. But yeah, there's something to be said. There's something very special about you're the first friends, the first. Your parents are the first people that you interact with, and you have this very intimate relationship with. So yeah, there's just something to be said for giving that up, and it is a sacrifice. It's very much doable, but every night, like sometimes when you don't expect it, it kicks you in the gut, and you're like, oh shit, okay,
But
well,
then you think, but I don't know, if you're thinking the same thing. Like I know that sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, like if like maybe I'll go back, but then I know that I'm going to regret it like in 6 months.
yeah, no, absolutely,
At
absolutely,
least now. Maybe I don't know what will happen in 10 years, but now I know that sometimes I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna go to my grandfather has a house like in the middle of nowhere in the western part of Greece, and I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna go there. It's like it's a village, like with 30 people. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna just I'm not. I'm not going to do, not even a thing. I'm gonna just stay there. I don't know. I'm gonna, I'm
You're
just
gonna
gonna
retire.
lay like in the
You got,
balcony, just watching the sky, like doing
yeah,
nothing.
you're gonna become a middle-aged retiree.
But I know that I'm going to regret it, like in
Yeah,
maybe 3 months. You
yeah.
see,
Well,
it goes down as as I'm continue,
yeah,
talking.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say never, never say never. So I'm not gonna rule going back home and that like moving back home, but there's gonna have to be a lot of changes in my life and in the world in general for me to be like, okay, let's head back.
Of course,
Um,
and always, I don't, like I'm always thinking like I'm not gonna let the circumstances, like make make me move back.
of
I'm not
course,
gonna let the circumstances, like I'm gonna take the decision the same way I took it, yeah, when I was in Greece.
of
So
course.
at least that's my motto. Like,
No, no, listen, you get one life. You gotta enjoy the adventure. You gotta squeeze the most out of it, and you gotta
and
roll with it.
of course, and
Yeah,
fast and to close, like the the whole chapter, like after I was done with New York,
mm,
I was like, it was one of those, hard times. I was like, I have to do something. Like it's not right now. It's not possible. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. So I decided. That's how I decided. Move to the UK.
all right, okay.